Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know you see a different background. I'm at my desk. Excuse the background, but not really, because this is how I am. I didn't really want to clean my area just for a video, you know. So in this video I'm going to be talking about my budget planner. Well, basically my budget background. So I feel like every budgeting series or should actually do this just so that your viewers, or I feel like this is appropriate. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. Yeah, I just feel like everybody should just talk about their background. That's just in my opinion, just to kind of get a gist of what the person has been through and stuff. So I'm just gonna do a little background story. I got kind of inspired by favorite daughter Emily. If you guys don't watch her, you should, because I don't know, I was just like inspired by her. It started from, I was on course starting to budget because I was growing up, and then luckily I have a boyfriend, he budgets and stuff, so thank you. And then Emily, and then I saw Jen Plant, and then I got into Dave Ramsey recently. But yeah, that's just the little bullet points of everything. Oh my gosh, by the way, you guys, my dog looks so cute right now. I'm gonna take a picture. So, let me just start off from when I was little. When I was little, I just got money from basically birthdays and stuff from family members. But in my family, they always told us to give it to our parents because they say that your parents are gonna hold it for you and you'll get it when you're older because you're too young right now to handle money. And I was like, okay, makes sense. Gave it to them, right? And then my cousins and I, we would always go shopping like every week. It was really bad when I was little, but it's, we went with the aunt who loves spending money. So we went every week, and then I would always ask my mom for money. And then one time, and I just remember this so vividly, and it just kind of like blew my mind ever since then. I was like 10 years old, and my cousin, she never asked her mom for money to go shopping or anything. And I was like, where do you get all this money? And she was like, it's mine. I just hold it. I don't give it to my mom when it's my birthday, and I just save it. And I was like, genius. Because even if I did ask my mom for money, I wouldn't get too much. And I kind of blew it, I spent money like it was nothing. And to this day, if I have cash in my hand, there'd be no more cash. I don't like cash. I like cards. And I know like everyone's gonna, there's like the whole Dave Ramsey thing where he's like, don't buy credit cards because credit cards aren't good or blah blah blah, but it just works for me because he says like that you overspend. I don't overspend in my credit cards. I feel like I overspend in my cash. From then on, I saved my own money, and then I kind of just spent it, and I saved some. And then I think I was about in high school, my parents opened me a bank account, which I was so grateful for. Thank you, parents. I never got paid allowance, by the way. My parents didn't believe in allowances. I wish that they did, because it would make me do stuff around the house. Because yeah, my cousins would get allowances, and I got kind of jealous, and I told my mom. And then you know what they always say, they're always like, that's them, not you, I'm different, and you know that excuse. But it's fine, all works out in the end. So my parents opened me up a bank account with them so that they can monitor my stuff. And I only had debit cards, so it was like in high school. And then I saved up money, so I put it in there. And then yeah, I was pretty good with my money in high school. I didn't really spend too much either. Okay, now jump forward to 18, okay? So I'm finally in college, just like the first week of college, and there was these bank teller people, okay? And I was walking with my friend Vicky, and then I don't know, they were just like talking to people, and then he comes up to me. Guys, I got sucked in, okay? So he was saying that he can open me an account for a credit card and blah blah blah. And then I didn't really understand that kind of, you know, I'm only 18. I have no clue what the heck is going on, you know. So he's just talking. But all I heard was that he was going to close my account with my parents and have me have a separate one. And that's basically all I wanted, you know. I didn't really understand what that rest. I mean, I know I was going to get a credit card too, but I didn't understand anything else. So that's what happened. He closed my account with my parents, and then I got a new one, and then like my mom was like, what the heck happened? Your name's not even under. And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of, you know, had to get my own account because I was already 18. I didn't want my parents to watch what I spent anymore. So yeah, then my mom started asking me questions like, you know, like how much you have to pay for interest, or did you have to pay to open the account, and blah blah. And I was freaking out. I was like, what the heck did I do? So then I got my bank statement in, and then I was checking everything, and everything was fine. I didn't have to pay anything. Yeah, I didn't have to pay anything for switching. But then I started using my credit card because I got my first job ever when I was 18. It was like Black Friday. I worked at Hollister. You know, I feel like everybody starts off at retail. But yeah, I started off at Hollister, and I worked there for about a year and a half, something like that. Hollister. So there's like this, I guess basically you have to buy their clothes because you have to basically represent them, so you have to look like the part. So every what is it, new release, I don't even know what it's called anymore. Every time that they have new clothes out, you get like something % off. And you guys, Hollister is so expensive. Like even the something % off was not worth it, but I spent a ton of money there. And I remember it was December, so I had my credit card for about, I started school in September and then December, 3 months or something. And I was paying everything on time, you know, but then, you know, Christmas comes around, and then all of a sudden, you guys, I racked up $500 worth of expenses. Okay, I was like, where did I spend all this money, you know? But and then I was going to pay for it, and I was like, oh, minimum payment, and then it said $25, and I was like, what? So if I pay minimum payment, then I'm good for the month? Because then $500 in my mind was like, oh my god, that's a lot to take out of my savings. So I guess I hesitated. I had the money. It's not like I couldn't pay it. I had the money, but I was just so scared to take it off because I didn't even make that much. I think I only had like not even 1,000 in my bank account. I've had probably like 800, something like that. 700 maybe, probably. And you know, like losing 500 was just so scary. So I just did the minimum payment for that month. And then luckily, I was doing driving lessons with my dad. I waited really late to get my driver's license. It just worked out financially for me to just do that instead of getting to high school. So I was driving my dad, and then I just randomly brought it up. I was like, so what is the minimum payment for credit cards? And then my dad was like, oh, never pay minimum payment, because if you do, you're going to be charged interest. And then I was like, what do you mean interest? Like, what do they charge it on? And he was like, whatever your ending balance was that you hadn't paid off, then your interest goes on that. And I was shitting in my pants while I was driving. And I was like, okay, I gotta calm down because I'm driving. I can't be thinking about this. So when I got home, I was really panicked because I didn't want to pay, you know, a ton of money because you know, on top of the $500. So I went on, and then I was checking through my little bank account thing because he gives you a folder when you like, you know, talking about all this. So I read through everything, and luckily I got 0% interest rate for like the first 6 months or something. So I was like, thank you Jesus, you know. Yeah, so then I checked my statement for January, and thank God I was not charged interest, but I just paid it in full, because then I was like, you know, never doing that again. And ever since then, I never paid minimum payment, and I always pay on time. I always pay twice a month now, just so I can kind of keep track better. So I do it in like the middle of the month and then towards the end of the month, because my bill is due the beginning of the month. So it just kind of works out for me. So flash forward to now, I am in my early 20s. Yeah, like still fresh, you know. But life hit me really hard lately. I feel like it's just because it's just like life pushing you. Like you have to grow up now, and you have to move out, and you have to have a certain amount of money in your bank, or it's trying to be more independent as you get older. I'm just gonna say I'm 21 right now, so yeah, it just kind of hit me hard. So what really made me want to buckle down was because I came to a point last year where I was basically wasting a check. So one check would be gone, but then because I get paid twice a week, so then I'd spend one check and I basically got paid half, and then I was just so tired of my bank account staying the exact same. So I started really buckling down, and that's what led me to really hardcore budgeting. And I've been like doing a bunch of research and stuff of how I want to organize it, and I'm only a couple weeks into it as of right now, as I'm filming this, and I kind of love it. I already see like a huge difference since starting budgeting. So yeah, I just want a side note, I've never had debt, I've never had bad credit, so I don't know if I'm like so good at the whole inspiration thing, like I came up from nothing, I mean, kind of did come up from nothing, but yeah, I've never been in debt, so I don't want you guys to feel like I can't connect with you, because I just want to show everybody how to budget, and even for younger people, like for people my age, people 18, yeah, I started really young. So yeah, I just want to show people how you can start budgeting now, and yeah, see where life goes. So right now I have everything kind of categorized of what I want to save. That's like the best thing ever. Knowing where your money is going to is really good, and then knowing where your money went is really good, just so you can kind of budget how much you should be spending in that criteria. There are some times where you have to unbudget, but that's what savings is for, because if something like pops up and you don't have like that little sinking fund for it, you still have your savings to fall back on a little bit, but you want to try not to go into your savings. You want your savings to keep growing. That's what I believe in. So yeah, that is my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys stay to well, I hope you guys stay to watch the rest of the series. It's not really a series because I feel like I'm going to do this for a long while, just because I love this so much. I actually love it more than regular planning, because I check this more, like my budget planner, more than my actual planner. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give me a like if you like this. I'll see you next time.